Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to give you a guide on how to create your diorama project. Um, I already seen what you have done in the first lesson on 4th March. Okay, some of you already have some idea. I have given you two parts. One is a floor and a wall, which can be connected to through a connector. But this is an option. That means you may not want to create a wall. Okay, let's have a look at samples. Okay, this is the first sample, easiest diorama, which is a room. Okay, you can create a room. Okay, in my instruction, I have given you do not submit everything in one piece. Okay, that means I hope if you do complicated design, the wall can be separated. You have to consider whether you want to separate here or here, and you want to connect on the floor or behind the floor. Okay, so this is something you have to consider first. If you want to have a color print, I mean color print, because why? I mentioned in the class before, I cannot do object color by object because it will take a long time to print. So normally a 4 hours print can actually extend to about 13, 14 hours if I use by object. That is why if you submit by, if we don't use the wall, okay, first thing, that means if I print from the floor and some of these object, I can actually choose to have more than one color. I try to put 2 colors, 3 colors for your different for different object. Okay, depend on how you place your object. Painting color print is by layer. I can only do by layer to have a quick fast print out. Okay, so if you look at this sample here, don't look at the wall first. We prioritize on creating the floor. So the floor, you have one bed. This bed has a problem, okay, because the lid, because underneath is empty. So you need to find something that is suitable for 3D printing. So for example, maybe I look at I need to go for to look for bed. Let me see. I got this one. Okay, you go to Thingiverse. As we know Thingiverse, you look for diorama bed. Then you can see this is better because why? Because this bed, actually, if you look at it, you just need to lower it down into the floor, and there will be no gap. When there is no gap, it have a better print quality. So we will have to choose this one instead of the one in this picture. Don't choose this type. Secondly, you have to find something to decorate beside the bed. It could be a light, it could be anything you find suitable. In here, usually most people will put a small cupboard beside the bed and then a light. But this is all depends, it's your design. Okay, so I actually found something like this one. Okay, mushroom. Although I mentioned before, try not to use this hanging object, but if you look at this mushroom, some of this mushroom, it looks like a light. It looks like a lamp, night lamp. So you can choose this one to become the night lamp if you want to. And I look at it. Removing some of this support may be difficult, but it is not impossible because looking at the design, the support will be just here outside. Okay, so you can easily use even if the contact area is not smooth, because it's a mushroom, you will not see the bottom, so it is okay. Mushroom is suitable. Then let's come back. After that, you may want to search for something different. Maybe a cupboard. So you just need to go and type here diorama cupboard. Then you can find the suitable one for your room. Okay. Okay, let's come back to here. So this one I believe no problem. So what you need to do is very simple. Draw a square. This is the floor. No need to be too high. I think 4 to 5 mm will be good enough. Then you come back here. You get the bed. Download the files. Okay, wait for a while. Okay. This method I believe everyone know. Just if look for your downloaded area. Okay, then you will have open the zip file, and you will see they got files and images. Okay, under the files, this is the bed. You cannot directly use this file because this file is in the zip. A few options. I like to just copy. After that, I'm going to find a place that I want to place. Just right click and then choose paste. Okay, then it will be outside. You can unzip the whole thing in a folder, then look for the file in the folder. Up to you. There are many ways of doing this. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back here. Okay, go back to the Tinkercad here. Import file. The bed. Okay, the bed you need to adjust size. You wait for a while. Let's wait for a while. Now the file has been imported. If you bring it out, you can see this is how the bed look like. Okay, turn 90 degree, and then you can try to find the correct place. This is the head of the bed. Okay, just turn 180 degree. So you need to find the correct place to put it down. Adjust snap grid to 0.1 mm. Then you can lower it down. Okay. So this is the main object, the bed. Okay. So you can submit this together with the floor. Then the other subjects with you can submit it separately. Not a problem. Okay. Question is, the next part is, do you want to have a wall later on? Okay. If you don't want, we just want to focus on this floor. Okay. You just find the correct place. After that, you need to find. Sometimes the size is not so accurate, so you may want to hold down the shift key and adjust it to make it slightly bigger. So in this case, the bed will look a little bit bigger. Then when you look for the cupboard also need to be slightly bigger. And on the left and right hand side, you need to find either two small cupboard, or you can look for this mushroom. As I mentioned just now, you can download this and choose one of the mushroom that you like, because this mushroom will not affect the design. Sometimes this mushroom looks like a night light. So you can actually use this one as the design. Up to you. You decide what you want. Then if you want to search for cupboard, okay, let's look for cupboard. Then you just type in diorama cupboard. Then you can have a different type of cupboard here. Select the cupboard that you think is suitable. If not, you will just search cupboard. No need to look for diorama cupboard. Just search cupboard will do. Then you cut. Then you can. You should be able to see more choices. Okay, cupboard. Okay, take your time to look for something that is suitable for this. This one is. Do you want to put something like this, or do you want to put something like this? This is a desktop cupboard. You have a lot of choices. Just move. You look at this one. Maybe the shorter one is suitable for this room. Okay, then for the little mushroom, if you do not want to use the mushroom, then you can use something like this. When I look at this, actually this is a doorknob, but if you just enlarge this thing, you can actually work like a light, night light. So do you want to have shelf with cupboard? But if you print this, bottom will be full of support. Okay, you have to consider, do you want to have this design or not? Okay, so this one you can submit in one piece. And then the night light, let's look at a sample, or let's look at house cupboard. Is it one piece? Yeah, it's one piece. If you import one piece, you have to delete the others. Okay, so I just look for a simple design. A simple design. Okay, this is if you look at this one, is it separate? Yes, it's separate. Okay, so separate, you can download this one. Okay, close it, open, double click this file to open the file, go to file, and there's a tall, there's a short. I believe that it should be the short one. Right click, copy, and then you paste outside. And now I can do import into my design here. Import, choose file. This is the one. Just import and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is big. How do you make it small? Hold down the shift key and then make it small like this. Okay. Okay. So since this cupboard will not affect the, it doesn't have support, then you don't need to have support. Okay, if you print like this, then the bed and the cupboard, I can put it as same color. So you have one cupboard in here, then you want to put another design in here. I think some of you may be thinking of, how about a vase? Do you think a vase? Yeah. Find a suitable one. Okay, find a suitable one. Take your time. So I don't want to give you the entire design, because you tell me what you want. Then here, because I say three four objects, so this is a 1 2. Probably you want to have another object here, another object here to complete your design. Okay, that is just an option. But sometimes you may think that, hey, after I put in this design, I may want to have another vase on top of here. Up to you. Okay, you can put a vase, you can put the mushroom on top of here like a vase. Okay, that is your design also. Then if you want to have something on this area, just like our picture, go ahead. Okay, you decide. Finish this part first before we think of how to improve your design. This design is for primary. Okay, let me look at this one. This is a more complicated one. Previously, I told you that we want to create light. Okay, so you create until let's see how I'll progress, because we only left with this week and next week before the term holiday, before the holiday comes in. I need to use your holiday to print out for you, because this one will take a long time to print. Okay. This is not simple, so I would suggest secondary student, you simplify whatever not suitable here. Okay, if you want to use this one, or let's create something totally different. Okay, why not create something like this? I just give you idea now. Let's go back to this. Okay, if you search, you look at this one. Okay, barrels. You can search barrels and you can get individual barrel. Then you can align it. But what is the background looks like? Do you want this background? I think I found a few background. Okay, for example, this one. If you use this one as a background, like a dungeon, then I will advise you to remove all these objects first. Okay, you should know how to remove this object. Just draw a box and then hollow it and then cut nicely. Okay, before you start designing what to be in front, then you can start putting something that is wooden, like this wooden one. Then you can think of like for example this one, you think of something that is suitable to put inside there. There are some students who started to put in like game. Mario is not that difficult also. It depends on the scene of the Mario. Sometimes in between they have some beautiful like the place that Mario jumping, a row of object After that, on the floor, have some object. You should be able to find this object in Thingiverse too. Okay, so if we look at the floor, this is a very big project. You can choose something like round floor. Just search diorama floor. You can have different type of floor that you think is suitable for you. Depends on the topic you are creating. Just now, before I jump back to here, I think I remember there is an object suitable to create. Uh, okay, difficult. Let me see where is the object already. Diorama. I think it's bad. Big. For example, this one. If you want to create a scene, okay, because diorama is a scene, okay, you create something that is like this. If you want to, okay, you cut until here, then you add a floor in front and use this as the beginning. Okay, you extend this area, extend a little bit, then it will be a scene of mountain. The mountain start from here. You want to make it smaller, up to you. Then you have a camp. You want to have a camping site for this scene. You can take this idea. You can take the idea from that. Okay, for example, if you want to have the scene like this one, you can actually crop the back. Okay, we don't want to see the back. Actually start from here, and then what is the scene? Is it dinosaur coming out from this area? Yeah, you can look for a dinosaur. We can actually try to print it out and plug it here. And what is in front? Is it a car that running away, or choose something suitable? Okay, choose something that is suitable. Let's look at this one. I think this is their idea. Okay, you can actually if you we cannot actually do like this because as you know that there will be support. Yeah, it will be not nice. So that is why the 3D model actually become like this. Is continuous. The bar is continuous. You can do something similar too. And then if you want to do a scene like this, you can also do, okay, short wall. No need to be too high. This one is more like, I think is the Lord of the Ring. Yeah, Lord of the Ring. Some plants, and then you design the wall behind, and you can see the side. If you want to make some hole, is fine. Okay, so the floor is also flat. If you find a nicer floor, you can just use that. You can search under Tinkercad or in the Thingiverse. You can look for something similar. Okay, some of you would like to design the garage. Okay, this is one sample. You can do something even simpler. For example, you create a road. Let me come back to here. You create a square one. Here is a road. Here is the blockage of those roadside blockage. Yeah. Then you can have a car in the center. Okay. It depends on how you want to draw the road. You can use any method that you can think of. You can use a few of these objects to combine and cut nicely, or you want to make it straight, easy, then you use box to cut. Okay, cut the road shape. After that, you add some of the side. You add something on the roadside, and you can prepare to print a small car. For those who asked me before, who want to have a car. Okay, just some idea for you. So you should have some idea already. We can do something as simple as a bed. This is the bedroom. You can do a dining room. And today I'll bring in the big project. I have one sample project to show you all. A big house. You don't need to create the whole house. You just need to create one room. Just give you idea. Yeah, you can put piano, all this inside, but you need to plan carefully. If you want to put small objects, then the small object must be submitted separately. So that when I print out separately, we can place on top of this on the floor. Okay, so I think you should be clearer now. You don't have to follow the sample I gave you, which have a floor and the back, a wall behind. You may not. So if you create something like this, we will be focusing on the coloring. Okay, for coloring. If you have extra time, okay, if you have extra time, then we can think of what object to put in, and you need to create a hole so that you can plug in the LED light. Okay, this LED light is a twistable, flexible LED light. We have to connect the cable, then we actually plug in from the side. And then where do you want to put the switches? Then we create a small short wall, just a very short wall only to cover it, and put all the electronic parts behind. Okay, that is provided if you can finish this one in one lesson. You finish nicely. Then we got one more lesson before the school break. We can use that lesson to fit the electronic component. Okay, so if for those who cannot finish, we will focus on just to get the scene done, and then the light we can just keep it. Probably in your term 3 projects, you can do a very simple one to plug in the light. Okay, that's all. If you have any question, you ask me during the lesson. Thank you.